Welcome to the ECHRS 3 scoring training. In this presentation, we will be discussing the levels of scoring, how to determine the item score, and calculating the average score on the ECHRS 3. If you are familiar with the ECHRS R, the rating scale has not changed. There are 7 levels. Level 1 is considered inadequate. A classroom at this level is not providing appropriate care. Level 3 is minimal. This is a classroom that is providing what is required, but not necessarily expected. A Level 5 classroom is good. A classroom at this level demonstrates a higher level of care. Finally, a Level 7 is excellent, a near-perfect classroom. State-rated classrooms are required to have an average of 5 on the ECHRS 3. In regards to the All-Stars program, a Level 3 could obtain 3 stars, a Level 4 could obtain 4 stars, and a Level 5 or higher could obtain 5 stars. As you begin to evaluate a classroom using the ECHRS 3, you should note the following. There is no longer a parent or teacher interview. Therefore, everything must be seen in order to be scored. If it's not seen within the 3 hours of observation, it cannot be scored as met. Make sure to look at the clarifications, notes, and changes when determining if an indicator is met. These provide information on what must occur in order for an indicator to be considered met. Some items have indicators that have a not applicable option. If that is an option and it does not have to be seen within the 3 hours and can be scored as not applicable if not seen. This does not negatively affect the score. Finally, be sure to score the items in order, beginning with Level 1 and moving forward, because as you will see in the next slides, the lower levels must be met first in order for the higher levels to be counted towards the score. Okay, so let's look at how the scores are actually determined. Level 1. If any indicators in Level 1 are marked yes, that item is an automatic score of 1. This is why it's important to begin here, because even if a classroom meets all indicators in Level 3 and 5, if they have a yes in Level 1, they receive a score of 1 for that item. Note, Level 1 requires a no. All other levels requires yes. Level 2 is given if all indicators in Level 1 are scored no, and at least half of the indicators in Level 3 are scored yes. Note that any half of the indicators can be scored yes to give credit. It does not have to occur in order with that level. Level 3 is given when all indicators under Level 1 are no, and all indicators under Level 3 are yes. Level 4 is given if all indicators under Level 1 are no, all indicators under Level 3 are yes, and at least half of the indicators under Level 5 are yes. Note, in this example, Level 5 has 4 indicators, which would require at least 2 yeses. However, one indicator is marked not applicable, and therefore is not taken into the scoring. Therefore, a Level 4 can still be obtained as at least 2 of the 3 scored indicators are yes. A Level 5 is given when all indicators in Level 1 are scored no, and all indicators in Level 3 and 5 are scored yes. Again, note that not applicable does not affect the score. Had this item been scored no, however, it would have affected the score, making it a 4. If scored yes, it would still be a 5. A Level 6 is given when all indicators in Level 1 are no, Levels 3 and 5 are yes, and at least half of Level 7 is yes. And finally, a Level 7 is given when indicators in Level 1 are scored no, all other indicators in the levels are scored yes. Let's do a quick little practice. Looking at this first example, what score would you give? Did you say 3? The score is a 3 because all indicators under level 1 are no, all indicators under level 3 are yes, but at least half of the indicators in level 5 are not yes. Remember, even though half of the indicators under level 7 are yes, it is not a level 6 because not all indicators under level 5 are yes, or not applicable. Example number 2. Did you score a 1? All indicators under level 1 are scored no, but at least half of the indicators under level 3 are not yes. Therefore, the score defaults to a 1. 2 more. What score would you give this? Did you say 6? Remember, indicators under each level do not have to be scored yes in order to have half of them count. Finally, what score would you give here? If you said 5, you would be correct. Not applicable does not count negatively. Under each subscale on the scoring sheet, there is a place to calculate the average score for that subscale. This is done by adding the scores for each subscale and placing that number on the A line. Secondly, determine the number of items scored and place this on the B line. If an entire item, such as group time, is not scored, it would not be taken into account in the scoring. These scores are divided as noted, A divided by B, and an average score for that subscale is obtained. This information is then transferred to the total and average scores chart at the end of the score sheet packet, and the same is completed. The score column is added and placed under total, as well as the number of items scored. You then take the total score and divide it by the total number of items scored to obtain the overall average score. Let's do one more practice. Obtain the average score for each subcategory and the overall average score. Space and Furnishings has an average score of 6.29. Personal Care Routines has an average of 5.5. Language and Literacy has an average of 3.8. Learning Activities has an average of 4.64. Interaction has an average of 6. Program Structure has an average of 6.33. And the total average is 5.29. Hopefully this has helped your understanding of the scoring system for the ECRS 3. For more information, please reference the ECRS 3 handbook on page 9. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact us at the Berea Regional Training Center at the number or emails listed. Thank you.